Welcome to Prime Time Intense Tennis here in Atlanta, Georgia at the beautiful Assembly Studios Arena, where we're looking at the Ridge team take on the Rips. Both players coming in with one win and 2 losses. It's a must-win match for both teams. Huge opportunity here on this Friday night. I'm Irina Falcone-Hartman alongside my incredible team of co-hosts, Nick Monroe and Jonathan Stokey. And we just experienced some great tennis, and now we're in for another treat here between the Rips and the Ridge.
Yeah, we sure are. I mean, I think this is going to be fun because actually for the Ridge, they're coming off a blowout loss that they just had, right? So they're needing to get this win and kind of get on top of this match early, I feel like.
Yeah, this is one of those, they're both 1 and 2, right? So someone's going to be in good position to make the playoffs. Someone's going to be in a big hole they're going to have to overcome.
It was a strong finish for the Rips in the last arc versus the Outriders, and that got them their first win.
Yeah, the Rips, look, Shakhtar's been coming on strong. He's been playing great, both singles and doubles. And that first win is the hardest one to get, right? You've got to get that through that little, climb that mountain. But the doubles have been good. Fabrice Martin has been getting a little more comfortable. And then obviously Bolsova on the women's side has been great for the Rips as well. So they're definitely hitting their stride.
And for the Ridge, they've been struggling this season. But go ahead, Nick, what do you think they need to do to get over the hump today?
Yeah, we're going to see Sophie Chang back in the lineup. She missed the last match. She's been dealing with a little bit of an injury, so that always helps when you have your number 1 player back in the lineup. She was taken 9th overall when the draft came out, and she's such a great player, singles and doubles. So I think that'll give them a little extra spark.
And she's got a lot of energy. Whenever you see her on the court, she is constantly smiling, and that's the kind of energy you need, especially from the sidelines. And so let's get ready for some incredible intense tennis action. The Rips and the Ridge finish off our Friday night intense showdown.
Welcome to Intense Arena
at the beautiful Assembly Studio.
It's time for you
to experience the greatness that is intense.
But first things first.
Forget everything you know about regular tennis.
Because intense is built different.
Faster pace,
bigger energy,
the teams battling it out from start to finish.
You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
So let's break it down for you.
To start, every team has 8 pros.
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An intense match is called an arc, and you can think of it like one giant team showdown. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
All stacked together in one running team score. So even if one bolt ends,
the pressure doesn't.
Every point carries over until the final buzzer.
Now for the serving rules. That's where things get wild.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone. There's also a 14-second shot clock between points, and play is at the server's pace.
So turn your back, you might get burned.
No waiting around, no resetting the vibe, and yes, we do play less.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions, so if a player needs to catch their breath,
or if a coach wants to change up the strategy, there are substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, you, the super loud fans. You will never get shushed.
First of all, that's rude.
That's rude. That's rude.
Second of all,
we want you to act like actual sports fans.
And we want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
Like Ridge.
The Outriders. Like the Altitude. Like the Smash. Like the Rips.
Fortune.
Freeze.
Inferno.
Sting.
Like Team Rise.
Or if you want to cheer against your rivals,
we're here for it.
Bring it on.
So now you know the Intense rules.
But the only way to experience Intense is to see it in action. So let's get this arc started.
Welcome back to Intense Tennis here at the Assembly Arena, where we're looking at the Rips take on the Ridge. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fast-paced as we finish off this 7 p.m. match. And let's take a quick look at the Ridge team lineup, and we're looking at the Rips as well. Some incredible names that really stand out. Alexandra Mueller, Aliona Bolsova, some incredible names that have been playing some really good tennis. This is a must match, must-win match for both teams. What does Team Ridge have to do today, Stokey?
Well, we're looking at the rips right here, and honestly, Fabrice Martin, he's got to pick it up in doubles. You know, he's obviously played in every slam. He's one of the more experienced players. But that's going to be the difference between Ridge and rips tonight, is if that doubles on the men's side with the rips can carry through.
And I think for the Ridge, I think it's one of those things where they had a blowout loss in their last match, and you almost can't think about it, right? You have Sophie Chang back, your number one singles player. She's going to bring a lot of confidence to this team. So I think I want to see big energy immediately from this team.
So let's take actually a quick listen to Coach Tori Hawkins. We're going to meet our fourth member of our crew, Jasmine McCoy, who's courtside with him now.
Go ahead and get your meme mug, Coach. You guys scored your first win of the season last week against top-ranked Outriders. How has that confidence affected this team heading into tonight?
Wins always give you confidence, regardless of where you are and who you play against. Certainly a good thing to get that in. Looking forward to a tough one tonight. Ridge is just like us. We're in the same spot, 1 and 2 going into this thing. We both like to go into the break with another win.
All right, give me the biggest key for the Rips tonight to win this arc.
Bring lots of energy, don't watch the scoreboard, and play doubles like we're capable. If we do that, we'll be in good shape.
Perfect, Coach. Good luck, guys.
Thanks so much, Jasmine. That was Coach Tori. As you see, Christina getting it on the court as we go over. Now to the official coin flip. Sebastian is going to start things off.
Players ready?
It's going to be women's singles that's once again starting the action tonight.
Oh, they got to get the team chant in first. Sebastian's ready for him. All right, here we go. Now the Ridge are ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intense. Tonight we have host team Rips versus the away team Ridge. We're going to start with ladies singles. Team Ridge, you're away, you get the call. Heads or tails? Heads is the call. It's heads. Rips the serve.
And it is going to be Ridge that start things off tonight here for women's singles. Aliona Bolsova, WTA player, has made the 4th round of the French Open. She is going to start this women's bolt-off.
And she's been +8 for the year in singles. And if the Rips are going to get a win tonight, it's honestly going to be a lot from this start from her, building a lead and doing what she's been doing throughout the other arcs.
She's a player that needs a little bit of time, especially off that forehand. She'll like these slower conditions.
Hey guys, it's always interesting, you know, for these teams. Obviously, for the Rips, they're bringing in their number 1 women's singles player, and for the Ridge, this is probably their number 2 singles player. So just deciding when you're going to bring in maybe your best player early on in these matches.
But she's also their best server for the Ridge. Like we mentioned earlier, they have 3 players in the team right now who struggle a little bit with their serves, and so you want to start a match putting balls in play, making someone work, and that might be the reason behind that start.
So it's got to be so difficult to just have that mentality of making the serve, because when you get up to that baseline, you want to go after it. If you're a coach and you're coaching Intense, what are you telling your players? What mentality do they need to go with the serve?
I just tell them it's not that hard. You know, everybody's watching. They're making noise. There's a ton of pressure. You're playing for a lot of money, so don't sweat. You tell them to hit up on the ball, swing confidently, go in the body, and trust it, but take the net and wide out of play for me.
Yeah, and I think also early on in these matches, right, you're nervous. So I'd say go a lot of body serves. Put the ball in the middle of the box. See your serve go in the court. And once you get a rhythm, then you start going for your targets a little bit more. But if you try to start out going for small targets early on and you're missing, then that's when your heart rate can start to pump.
I'm already hearing a little more heckling in the 7 p.m. match here. A little bit of noise in the middle of the toss.
Because also you got to remember the returner is a little bit nervous as well, right? So if you go into the body and the returner's not moving their feet, then it's going to be even more effective early on.
And maybe you can attest to this with all the big courts you've played on in your life, but this feels like you're kind of in a cage. And when you start missing serves, like Ali just did there, it feels like it's coming in on you, right? There's nowhere to hide. And so it's a little bit intimidating. So the serves can kind of pile up when you start missing them.
And that's what you were talking about right there, Irina, how Bolsova needs a little bit more time on that forehand. So if you can rush that wing, that's what you want to do if you're Monosono.
Motorsono doing a great job with that forehand. Notice that Motorsono actually just put her hand on the racket just to not allow for that two-pointer to go on the scoreboard.
I like that in theory. I think she was actually there for a two-hander.
Yeah,
I think she was there as well.
Yeah, I understand
that open stance backhand.
I understand the idea she was going with, but
that's an interesting mentality too, already thinking about the next shot maybe.
We're seeing it a little bit more here in this women's singles where the server is trying to rush the returner.
Love the play though.
I think that's also just a good look for your opponent, letting them know, hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming to the net. I am able to do that.
Sophie Chang now coming in for the Ridge.
Spoke with her a little bit before the match. She has struggled with some injury here this season. Has already had 2 quarter zone shots in her back. That's a lot of mental pressure going into tonight's match, knowing that you want to perform for your team.
Yeah, and you know her game really well, Irina. What does she do so well?
I think that she has a wonderful presence. She's one of those players that is constantly trying to come forward, impose herself, wants to go for winners, does not really care when she does miss because she's got that aggressive mentality, which is so ideal for Intense.
And I kind of like this from Claudio early. It's a little bit 2 versus 1, right? We had an early substitution. You get fresh legs. Bolsova's now been in there for a little over 4 minutes. I kind of like that early.
And that's the one thing you're going to notice from Sophie Chang is that even though it does not matter the score, she is always smiling. And that can be both very unnerving if you're an opponent and also if you're the coach, you're like, stop smiling, you're not winning points, let's get after it. But that's just her personality. You have to be able to manage all those things when you're in a team environment.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long Claudio Pistolesi keeps Sophie Chang in, you know, considering the injury, right? You don't want to maybe play her too much.
Yep. Especially given the fact that she will probably be making an appearance in the doubles as well. She's a phenomenal doubles player, has won a WTA title in Hamburg when she was playing.
This might sound like a small thing, but she's made her 2 first serves, and I think that's huge.
Yep.
Like, for someone who's been struggling with serves and faults, getting off to a good start, even though she's had a few errors from the ground, I think that's great for her confidence, especially for the doubles later.
Yeah, and she's aimed more for the middle of the box, right? It's been more body serves. It hasn't been going for small targets. That helps her get into these points.
Yeah, there we go. 3 for 3 to start the day. Love this.
From when she was playing, she actually has changed her serve motion a little bit. It actually looks a little bit more rhythmic. It looks as though it flows a lot better than when she was playing on tour.
And we can already see a different vibe than we had in the 5 o'clock match, right? It's not a lot of big hitting. We're seeing a lot of errors. Like I said, good singles is the elimination of bad singles. It's misses in the net, misses wide for no reason, missing serves. And right now, Bolsova's just been a little bit more solid than Team Ridge so far, and that's why they have an 8-point lead to start.
And we're going to have our first timeout, Coach Claudio Pistolesi. Let's take a quick listen to that.
Fine, it's fine. You just have to get a little bit more in the rhythm. Calm, it's fine. It's fine. We are at the beginning, and you're doing a good job. It's not so big a problem. Yeah, I can tell. No, I think you can find your rhythm also for next bolt. Okay. Practice for your next bolt. Yeah, let's go. Give me a good return. Stay a little bit lower. Okay. Let's go.
I mean, you're going to listen to Coach Claudio Pistolesi. I mean, this guy worked with Robin Soderling, Monica Seles. I mean, this guy's been with some of the best in the game.
And he's also coming back for season 2, which also makes a huge difference because, as you guys know, coaching for Intense is a very interesting dynamic. It's a bit different than what you're used to, even that college environment. It's very quick, it's very fast, and that substitution rule is so huge.
And I like how calm he is, right? I mean, some coaches are different, right? We saw Marco Sandruska a bit more animated, Claudio Pistolesi pretty calm. So, you know, I think it's just helping maybe Sophie Chang here as well, just to calm the nerves.
The role of the coach is to be what that player needs in the moment. Some people need a kick in the ass. Some people right there need to say, hey, you're fine. Not a big deal. We got a sub already.
Yep, we have a sub. Alexandra Mueller, former WTA player herself, actually runs triathlons and marathons as something she does for fun. She's got an incredible mental fortitude. These two actually know each other well. Sophie Chen and Alexandra Mueller have played doubles together on the WTA Tour. They'll know each other's games.
So she's doing triathlon. She's got no problem with the 14 seconds. No sweat for her.
Has great breath management, absolutely.
She's taking big swings on the forehand. I like it. She's coming out aggressive, Mueller.
Look at that. Look at her starting off. I love seeing these serves go and play. Oh, yeah.
Aggressive mindset, and that's what makes Sophie Chang very dangerous, because when she starts getting comfortable with the court, with the lights, and with the pace of the ball, she can be very dangerous in this setting. It's going to be the Rips still holding on to that lead by 8 points. Little over 2 minutes left for this first women's singles bolt.
This is kind of what the Rips were looking for early on. Like I said, they want to win women's singles. It's probably something they have the edge in this specific matchup. So to have an 8-point lead early, they go, hey, we're right on track. We can stay within. And we've talked about chasing, right? We still need both teams to kind of play their way, but the Rips, this is the start they were looking for.
I think you guys mentioned the fact that it is still a little bit choppy right now. Both players coming up with a lot of errors from both teams, but there's still a lot of tennis to play tonight.
And I think we might be ready to see our third singles player about to step in here for Mueller on the Rips here. There we go. We got a little switch for the serve.
I think you're right there. Samantha Alicea coming in.
And I kind of like this from Coach Hawkins, getting all three players in there.
I think it's great for team morale as well, just to make sure that every single player gets a little bit of action on the court, gets used to the court. Obviously, it's a long season, and a lot of injuries can happen. Sometimes you do have to go in when you're not necessarily playing some of your best tennis.
Yeah, and also you never know who's going to be playing some of their best tennis on that day in this kind of a format. Who's feeling comfortable, who's feeling like they can go big on the forehand like we saw Alicea do here. I mean, wow, what a strike that one was.
That's what can make her very dangerous as well, is that when she does have a little bit of time, she can strike the ball exceptionally well.
Oh, baby.
Motozono has not been serving too effectively in this bolt right now.
And again, we haven't seen a ton of two-pointers to start here. We're seeing a lot of mistakes back and forth. And so after this bolt, if I'm the coaches, I go, hey, let's settle it down. Like we said, big margins, be simple. And let's see if we can receive some gifts from our opponent today.
There it is. I mean, how small were those steps to get around the ball? It was great spacing. Just being more physical with your footwork will allow you to make more balls in the court as well.
And that's going to be the end of Bolt 1 for women's singles. And it is Team Rips that have the lead. Very effective tennis as we continue on for another Bolt of women's singles when we come back. Those are some incredible hats there. I love the merchandise that Intense has brought with every single team. Make sure to visit intense.com to get your team gear. And make sure to scan that QR code, goes directly to the website where you can glam up with all the merch you need to support your team here this season. As we get back to Bolt 2, where another women's singles showdown, Leona Bolsova coming in against Sophie Chang as we start things off here in this second bolt of women's singles.
Yeah, Bolsova's only played 6 minutes so far, so she could go another full 6 minutes here all the way through and get into a good rhythm.
Stokey, are you just continuing to be impressed by the serving from Sophie Chang right now?
Yeah, honestly, I was a little nervous coming into this match, knowing that this was one of the worst serving teams out there, and it's looked so freaking good. The problem is she's been missing too many ground strokes like that, so now I want to see the same margin and same spin just for the ground strokes, not only the serve.
Yeah, and especially on the forehand, that's what we've seen Sophie Chang with most of the mistakes, but it's like, you know, she's playing C-ball, hit ball, and Irina, you said that's pretty much her game. Doesn't know maybe how to put the margin on it, wants to go a bit flatter.
It can be incredibly tough to coach against that because you obviously know that she can hit some screaming winners, but the thing is, you can't hit screaming winners every single point. You have to be able to have different gears and shift accordingly.
And Bolsova's come out. She's making her serves, which she wasn't doing in the first bolt. She's putting the ball in play, and all of a sudden, we're off to an amazing start, 6-0.
Yeah, these are two completely different styles of players, right? Bolsova's going to make more balls. Sophie Chang's going to go more for the winners. So it makes it difficult for Sophie Chang if she's not making balls because you're playing somebody who's willing to go 20 balls in a rally if need be.
One thing I tell every player that I coach, I want you to hit as fast as you can and as close to lines as you can, as long as you can make the ball. And for most people,
as long as it's in the court.
And for most people, that means you're actually hitting pretty slow and pretty close to the middle. And right there, Sophie was a little too aggressive for me.
I think Bolsova also just does a great job of really constructing the point and taking her time until she does get an opportunity to make an impact.
And she looks a little more comfortable than the start of the match. And again, we said she's one of the best singles players in all of Intense, men or women. And I can see why. She's just throwing balls in play. She moves pretty well. And that'll get you a long way in this format.
Just again, Motosona just putting her racket out there.
I feel like she was there again. That was second one to the backhand that I feel like she could have actually hit an open stance backhand as she did there on that return.
It seems like there's like a traumatic 2-point incident early in her Intense career, and she's trying to avoid it at all costs.
She's like, I am not giving up 2 points no matter what happens.
Exactly.
How do you guys feel about that mentality? As a coach, would you actually say something?
I would.
Yes.
I would say, yes, we don't want to give up 2-pointers on defense, so I go there and rip it.
Yep.
Instead of tapping it or throwing up a lob, I get it, but
make a play.
She's bailing on the point, and she's actually kind of there. She's quicker than she thought. And it's funny, she only does on the backhand side.
It's
the forehand, that was carbon copy.
I mean, I would actually maybe hit that one away and then hit the backhand before.
And there was a great little sneak there from Bolsova. Once again, just giving herself plenty of margin on that volley. That's just that kind of Spanish style that we have grown to see for so many players on both the ATP and the WTA side.
And I'm starting to understand it. I see it on paper. I go, man, she's one of the better singles players. We're watching some perfection here.
So we're going to get a quick timeout, and let's listen into that Rips huddle.
Okay. Alex, putting in 4.
When?
Now.
Now?
And now you can finish. Well done. Well done. This way you can finish. You see what I'm saying?
Who's Alex?
Alexandra,
Alexandra, yeah.
Do you want key in for her?
Yeah, let's key over there. Okay, key, I think, I understand Alex comes in, no? To try to return, and they will keep her moving.
Okay.
Try to make her play on the run. When you have a chance to do this one high, do it.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Keep fighting every point. Let's come back. Come on, let's come back.
Coach Claudio with that sound, very calm voice in your head. Such a great sounding board for all his players.
So Nick, Bolsova is, I think, plus 18 at this point. They have the timeout, and they sub her out, and they're saving her for the end. Would you have just taken her the whole way through her time and said, hey, ride the hot hand, and then we'll deal with the subs later?
Yeah, I'm taking you all the way through, right? I feel like she's got 3 more minutes that she could play Bolsova, and I feel like you just keep playing instead of sitting down, maybe getting a little cool. We see Bolsova is jumping around trying to stay warm, and they'll probably bring her in with maybe 4 minutes to go.
How important is that maintainment of staying warm, but you don't want to get too tired, and so what do you have to do there?
But I just feel like also you want to let your players get into a rhythm, right? I think you take Bolsova all the way through, then bring Mueller in at the very end and let her get into more of a rhythm instead of just a few points and then you're out again.
I think the biggest challenge, too, is a little bit physical, but mostly mental. You know, things are going so quick out there, and then you could go and take a little nap on the sideline. That's where it's tough to rev it up. So even though Bolsova's jumping around, I almost want her playing the point in her mind as if she's Mueller, so when she comes back in, it's just seamless.
That's such a great point. You see so many players sometimes kind of relax a little bit. The shoulders go down. They sit down for just a couple of minutes, but that can be such a change-up and momentum shift, especially if your body takes time to get used to being warm again.
And look for Ridge, one of the lower teams in the league. This is a very important match. Down 16 early. He's already burned through 2 timeouts. The ladies for the Ridge need to step up here and keep this thing close for the men. Great return.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Claudio Pistolesi wanted her to keep Alexandra Mueller on the run. Doesn't play great defense. Mueller likes to be on the offense.
It's super interesting. I know how each coach wants to do their substitutions, right? Like, here's a great one right now, getting Alicia back in there. You never want to see someone struggle for too long, right? We have 2 substitutions, actually.
Yeah, Sophie Chang coming in as well. Yep.
That was better shape on that forehand from Sophie Chang. I mean, maybe a little bit of a shank, but it's still, she was trying to get more shape on it. It went deep.
If it had any shape, it was more shape. Any curve. There we go. Little height, medium speed. Look at, she used her time on the break.
You do feel as though she's hitting such a better shot when she does not lift her body up. That's what can happen sometimes with Chang's game, is that she's trying to already focus on that next ball, that your body doesn't actually finish the shot that's right in front of you.
See if we can keep that good serving up here.
You might have just jinxed it.
Oh. No. Look at that, 2-pointer.
What a forehand that one was.
Serve +1.
Again, better shape on that one because to go short angle, it's got to have a bit of shape on it to get it up and down.
And you mentioned spacing as well, Nick.
Yeah.
That's so important.
That was the first tough toss, a little far behind her head there.
First tough toss, and also no legs, didn't really get up and be explosive on that serve.
Bolsova looks like she's ready to go tackle someone and get out there again. She is chomping at the
like,
bits.
It's 3 minutes, put me in.
Yeah.
I guess she's got to wait.
Here she goes.
Here she is.
Yep. Bolsova's back in action. About 3 minutes left to this remaining women's singles vault.
I don't know that she's missed a ball in this vault. Honestly, I think there's one good point from the other team. She has not made many errors. I mean, you don't miss, you're tough to beat.
I think at the end of this, I think she came in a little bit early. She might be over the 12-minute mark. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the very end of this.
I'll take it, by the way.
Yeah,
I'll throw on 1 point at the end. They need to stop some bleeding there.
It might be like 12:30, so we'll see what happens.
It seems like some coaches like to kind of run it in a row, but I don't think it's a bad thing if you put someone in for 2 points even. Just let someone catch their breath.
Nick and Stokey, the Ridge are coming off actually the biggest blowout loss of the season. What do you guys think Coach Claudio had to do last week to kind of rein in team morale and get everybody back on board after a loss like that?
Look, you kind of, it's almost like it never happened. You just get back to work, you get back on the court. You know, they were obviously needed, they didn't have Sophie Chang on the court when they had that blowout loss. So it's like, hey, we're able to bring back one of our horses and get her back in the ring. and just all positivity. And you can tell Claudio's very, very positive.
Now let's take a quick listen to Coach Tori.
Beforehand, you know what I mean? Just move around a little bit, like you normally do. Biggest thing she's doing is just trying to go for everything. Once you get her in a longer rally, you're fine. You know what I mean? I would say that and get lower on those big balls. Just get lower to the ground. You're fine.
Yeah, ball. You can hear Tori Hawk telling Bolsova just to stay a little bit low on those balls, because on the indoor court it can skid through just a little bit when it is deep. So staying low and extending these rallies against Sophie Chang will be crucial.
Just showed so much confidence in his player as well. Hey, you're fine. Once it gets longer, you're fine. That gives you so much strength too as a player, knowing, okay, my coach believes in me. That is so important in these team environments.
Ooh, great volley.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about the fact that Sophie Chang actually went back to the baseline after that volley?
Such a great doubles player.
Yeah.
Hit that volley, get into the net, trust yourself, make her come up with a pass.
Yep.
It's almost like she didn't want to get past and get 2 points off against her, but trust yourself.
I'm actually very impressed with Sophie Chang's movement right now, given the fact that she has been dealing with an injury, and it's her back as well. That can really alter your technique, alter your movement.
We'll see kind of the strapping around the right leg. So whether that's groin or hamstring, you know, not easy to move if that's the case, but she has been moving extremely well.
You asked about what they do after that blowout loss. I can tell they've been working on their serve. Some of that could be health, but I'm sure they went back and said, hey, we got to put more serves in play if we're going to have a chance. Yep. And they're doing a much, much better job in this arc.
Yep. Oh, a little last-minute indecision there from Bolsova. Chang doing a great job of chipping that forehand deep.
Like, who needs to hit a topspin forehand approach shot? I'll just chip it down the line for a winner.
At the highest part of the net as well.
Yeah. And this, for me, was a little bit of a risk when we took Bolsova out earlier when she was cooking. Since she's come back, she's actually not in that same mode. Yeah. It hasn't been that dominant. I would have liked to see it run its course, and then we'll deal with substitutes when we have them.
And look, is she over now? 11:46?
Yeah,
they have to bring her out.
Yep.
Yeah, now they do.
And there it is. You're going to get that substitution there. Alexandra Mueller coming in, taking her spot. 10 seconds left here of this women's vault. And that's going to be it.
That's big time from the Ridge there. I mean, they were able to keep this thing close, get it down to 11. Like I said, I think the Rips maybe had a little self-inflicted wound with the substitution. But that's what the Ridge needed. They needed to keep it close.
Yeah, Sophie Chang did a great job of just playing a little bit better in the singles, a few more balls in the court, and kept it close. Now only down by 11 going into the next bowl.
And when we come back, we're going to go into men's singles between Rips and a Ridge.
That can be a bit dicey when you're picking players in different rounds, and the different rounds have different salaries associated with them. It can be tough.
What they've done so far in their tennis career is what has kind of earned them that draft pick.
I think that all these players know what they're getting. In essence, they signed up for it willingly. They're compensated well enough that they will agree to it. So it's their choice, really, to be here, or they could have gone and done something else.
There's expectations. There's a contract. You're a professional. So just like with any contract you sign, I have expectations of you.
Like Nadal says, the only point that matters is the next point. You have no time for BS. Just go to the next point. If you won the point, you forget and get ready for the next. If you lose the point, you forget and get to the next.
My mindset's going to be the entire time, we're winning the championship. I'm not going to be preaching that all the time to the players because I don't want to create this pressure cook environment. But for me, every day that I step on the court, I'm looking at the championship team.
The 2025 Intense champions, Team Atlanta.
We all want to win, right? This is the goal. So we all have to work towards that goal. You know, that's how I operate. I'm very like, you gotta want to be here, and if you don't.
If you get picked in that first round, you're looking at a $40,000 salary. In that second round, you're going to earn a base of $34,000. Third round, $28,000. In the fourth round, you'll earn $14,000. But you also have to think about the $30,000 that you can get at the end of the season just from prize winnings.
The purpose of the CEO is to develop the staff. So if you're a highly paid player, part of that role is going to be helping to develop younger players or players who need a little bit more out of their game.
Intense is brought to you by Solaris, founding partner and official focus and education partner of Intense. We get back to the Assembly Arena, and let's just take a quick look at the Intense standings. And the top two teams of each division, they're going to advance to the playoffs. And you can see the Rips and the Ridge have not had a stellar season so far.
But it just shows if you just get one win, I mean, you're right back in the mix, right? If you go down to 1-3, now it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. But this match is just so crucial, John.
The winner of this match is tied for second place. Yeah, I mean, they don't have the point differential, but you're right there. The loser is 1-3, and they're probably going to be in a point differential hole as well.
And speaking about somebody that's been playing exceptionally well is Aliona Bolsova. She's one of those players that constructs the points really well. When she has time, she's able to dictate, and that's what we saw in the beginning of those two bolts. She is an incredible leader, finding so much time off that forehand, is able to really make plays from both wings.
I think a lot of her two-pointers are organic. It doesn't look like she's forcing the issue. She's playing solid. She sees an opening down the line. She plays within herself, and that's why she's in the top 8 of all these points per arc leaders.
Yeah, and you see her down there at number 6, 46.3. I mean, she already has 37 points in this match after the women's singles. So she's playing extremely well. Obviously, she'll be in the doubles and in the mixed. And there's a reason why she was top 100 in the world.
And she's still jumping. Does she know she has a break before doubles?
Like, she's got a jump rope over there. She's just jumping.
Now we're looking to start things off here in this men's bolt. Youssef Rihani, who has been quite an incredible player in the last few years. Kind of built for the Intense Tennis League.
So I got to see him up close at the draft showcase in Port St. Lucie, and he's one of those guys who I think has amazing shot management. When someone hits fast to him, he hits slow back. When someone hits slow, he adds speed. He kind of knows what to do with his hands. And he's been one of the best players in singles all season long, and the Rips have been struggling. So this is where the Ridge can actually make some ground heading into doubles.
Well, and that was case in point on that point right there. I mean, he got pushed deep and he backpedaled. He gave a little shape to the forehand. And then when he's able to move in the court, then he plays a bit more aggressive. So you're so right. I mean, that up and back movement from Rihani is very good. He played at Florida State University. Great player is Rihani.
And Noah Schachter looking to continue on the lead. He's struggled a little bit this season, but he's trying to find his form here, finishing off week 4.
And again, I'm curious if each coach kind of knows at this point in the season where their strengths and weaknesses are. You know, knowing the Rips have struggled in men's singles, do you burn some timeouts here if necessary, right? That was tight call over there, but we know they have good dubs, so it'll be interesting to see how this men's bolt for two goes. There's Sebastian taking charge there.
Rihani thought that was a two-pointer, that huge inside-out forehand. It was overruled there by Sebastian Nunez. Do you guys like the electronic light calling?
I love it. I mean, I feel like for the players, then they can't say, "Oh, well, you cheated me," or it's the umpire's fault or whatever. No. You have to go by what the electronic line calling says, and you can move on to the next point. And especially in this kind of a format where it is so fast, it's only 14 seconds. You don't have time to think about what happened. You got to just move on.
Stokey?
Yeah. Well, could you imagine the Wild West out here if they were even calling their own lines with an umpire playing for $9,000 per arc, right? We're having one person trying to watch all the lines.
I mean, would it be worse than college tennis? I mean, college tennis, hey, when we played Duke, you guys called them tight.
I won every sportsmanship award there is.
Okay, maybe you didn't call them tight. Everyone else
is
has called them tight then. Yeah. But I love the electronic light call. I think it's great. You?
I love it too. I think it just takes out all doubt, and you just move on with life. There's not a lot of energy that you release from a bad call or thinking that someone's trying to take a call. It's just, hey, I'm just going to play tennis. It's in, it's in. If it's out, it's out. Move on.
By the way, Yusuf is like the opposite of Sophie. When I'm watching his ball, it's just diving off a table at the end every time. It's clearing the net nice and high. It dive bombs late. Great hands.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get through the defense of Chen over here. I mean, the lefty, he's doing so well at just kind of extending these rallies. And he's like, okay, are you going to go for something big? Because if you don't, I'm going to run down every single ball here.
It's got to be so tough for Yusuf.
Hey, wow! And he's like, okay, I can give you a little pace as well. That was massive.
I was just thinking that Chen likes to have time and wants to make the point longer, but then he hits a screaming forehand down the line winner like that to get the two-pointer for the rips.
Yeah, you think I just make balls? Watch this.
And we've got a Nicholson substitution, and like you said, last year he was the MVP, but he's been struggling this year. I really wanted to watch him up close and kind of see what the difference might be or if he was going to pick it up here.
There really is such a thing as the sophomore slump. Nick Monroe and I were talking about that. It happens on the ATP Tour, and it looks as though it's happening for Sam Nicholson. He's coming in Intense Season 2. There was a lot of expectation coming into this season knowing that he was MVP player, but obviously the team is different, the environment's different court. There's so many things that are different, and so he's one of those players that when he does find his rhythm, he is dangerous.
He looks great so far. I'm like, what have I been missing the first couple of weeks here?
Well, and also, look, he was picked 19th overall. Something an MVP of last year. Why was he picked so low? He did have the most overall points, 564 points last year. But again, a little bit of a sophomore slump here, but maybe he can get his rhythm.
Honestly, the reason why he got picked so low is so many great players entered the league this year. I don't think it really said much about him. It's just the overall talent pool that we have this year is excellent.
And he was on Coach Claudio Pistolesi's team last year, as well as Annabelle Thomas. We actually didn't see her in the women's singles, but that is the one thing we did notice, Stokey, that Coach Claudio was looking to replicate that same team energy, that same team environment that got him to the finals last year of season 1.
It's like when an NFL coach goes to a new team and they bring all their guys as free agents and trades. People he feels comfortable with, he knows the system.
That's right.
Sam looks great so far, though. He looks comfortable.
Yep. And as we mentioned, this is week 4. We're a little bit halfway through the season. All the players are starting to get used to the environment as we hear.
Great timeout by Tori there.
Timeout. Let's take a quick listen to Coach Tori.
You got this.
All right, Intense fans stay connected with Intense all year long.
Neither of these guys want the heavy ball rally. Neither of these guys want to grind. The only thing gets you a little bit out of position when you get deep in that corner and you're trying to go for too much. Let's go heavy middle.
Which corner?
Trying to go for too much in that corner. Worst they can do is go back behind you. You got a good backhand, or they run you got the forehand. So just get that ball heavy middle and you'll be fine. All right? This guy, I love to see you go a little more body. He gets 3 steps over and 3 steps over. He's dangerous. In the middle, he's not so dangerous. You know what I mean? You got this.
Let's really keep using this. So good. Let's go. I'll go lefty again. Okay. Lefty. On the left, you serve to the body. On the right hand, to the backhand.
I got to tell you guys, coaches just make it sound so simple, don't they?
But I like it. I mean, he's saying, hey, go big target, right?
Yep.
You get pushed into a corner, just go deep down the middle of the court, make your opponent come up with something.
Now, something I've noticed in the timeouts is I would actually love to see all the guys together because they're all going to need that information. They're going to be coming in eventually. So sometimes I see one player off to a side. I think it'd be greater if the whole group of guys could get that same info about, hey, what do we want to do against this player? What are we trying to avoid? Might be big.
That's a great point. I think it's also just great for team morale, too, when you have that. It's almost like another huddle. You have everybody there cheering you on, making sure to let the player know, hey, we are here for you. We are going to cheer every single point. That is so huge to have that energy from the sidelines.
This is the Nicholson I remember. Heavy forehands, making balls, good flat backhand they can have. He's coming, he's doing great so far. We've chopped it down to 2 points already.
Lots of heavy hitting from the middle of the court.
I mean, that ball is getting up on that forehand, huh? Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Got up, even on the backhand. Not easy to get it up on Nicholson's backhand, but he was able to there. It's heavy.
That was just that slow burn. It took the 4th or 5th high heavy, but he finally got there. Let's see if they go back to work here.
It's one thing that I have noticed. There are some players that are left-handed that don't utilize their leftiness enough, and I think Ron Chin is doing such a great job of just moving the ball around, giving different looks to Sam Nicholson. That's incredible hitting there from both players.
Well, what I like about it from John is he doesn't beat himself, right? I mean, okay, maybe that back in there, he went for something a little bit bigger, but I think we've only seen maybe 2 points the whole time that he's been playing singles that he's beat himself. He's made his opponent try to come up with something, and it's been impressive.
And I mean, you got to take cuts sometime, right? Like, I mean, he got a backhand in his sweet spot. He maybe could bring the margin in. That's one you could probably live with when you're just behind the baseline for no reason trying something. Look at that ball.
Yeah, it shows you he's got the power as well. That's a lefty hook off the court.
And I like this from Claudio, too, because he's been over there working. Now you have Yusufin, right? Yep. And they got fresh legs going against tired legs, and there we go. We get our quick substitution.
So that was the ball that Coach Torrey was talking about on the backhand, just to go deep middle and not try to bail out there, right? And maybe his legs were maybe got a little tired, and that's why he went a little bit bigger.
And we have another substitution here. Noah Schachter coming in. A little under 2 minutes left here for the remaining men's vault.
That's a great heavy ball there.
Reminds me a little bit of Alex Diminor. Does Noah Schachter a little bit, and just that backhand, just very, very smooth, great extension.
High praise.
I was going to say, take that all day of the week. Maybe even the walk, the hat. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
with you.
the look.
Oh, the look.
The look.
Okay.
Aesthetically looks like it. Okay. Compliment rescinded.
But the backhand too.
I see the backhand and the look. Yeah.
I see the backhand. Okay.
It has to do with the head. Look at the head after he hits the backhand.
And the fight. Look at the fight. The fist bump to come on. A la Leighton Hewitt there a little bit.
Only 3-point differential here for this men's vault.
Schachter played at Texas A&M. He was ranked as high as 30 in the country in college.
Yeah, both these guys were college studs. They both play singles and doubles. They both know how to compete. They both deal with the noise well. Yusuf's looked a little out of sorts for me, honestly. He's usually a little more consistent from what I've seen. The serve toss is a little bit in front. He's made a few errors, changing directions. And his team's going to need him here. They want to get out of this hole, this 1 and 2 hole in the season.
10 seconds remaining here.
Wow.
Oh, what a return.
And that's going to be it to finish off this third vault here of men's singles.
Well, that was impressive from both teams. I felt like, they were both kind of no one really beat themselves, as we were talking about, right? There were some big shots that were hit, but overall, it was consistent tennis, and they're going to need that consistent tennis going into the next bolt, men's singles.
We are here at Assembly. The Intense League has taken over.
We are back, baby!
What a defensive shot by Stites.
Fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here. Oh my God! Red Panda!
Oh, you a little nervous? You little shaky mustachio, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Unbelievable atmosphere out here.
Fire it up! We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night. The Fortune, final point.
It's honestly the first time we played together, we killed it.
This was incredible.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis. Turned up.
Once again, I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. We want to win every bolt. We ain't worried about the scoreboard. We're going to put the rips on 3. But don't forget, we're not looking at the scoreboard. 1, 2, 3. Rips!
I didn't miss a serve,
Watch the subs. You two watch the subs. Okay? Keep the energy up, team. Keep the energy up. Now, if our guys can just come in and just bring it, if we can just win, even if it's about 2 or 3 points, all we need. And I want you two to feel like, you know, as long as you're cooking, I'm gonna leave you in there. You know, we ain't gotta watch the clock. You know what I mean? Well, on Alley, if you guys are cooking, you know what I mean? And a point or two, they're gonna win a point or two. They're down. They're gonna go for it. We know that. Keep your foot.
And tonight's mic'd up moment is made possible by Centerline, and that was just a little glimpse at the energy that Coach Tori Hawkins brings to the table. As you can see, that it's just a 1-point difference between Team Ridge and Team Rips. There you see Coach Tori continuing to tell his players, keep that energy up, which has been so great. What do you think about his coaching style, Nick?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's positive, and again, we've been talking about it all night long, that energy is everything, right? And if you're keeping your energy up, then your feet are going to engage in these rallies. You know, I like that he brought back John Chen into the singles lineup here to just kind of, you know, steady the ship, make some balls. Now he's bringing in Alex DeMinor or Noah Schachter, as you're calling him. I mean, he's got so many great options on the singles side of things, but again, energy. Just keep the energy up.
Yeah, we mentioned the fact that there's a lot of tennis to be played, and so you have to maintain that level of composure for the team to feel the energy the entire night.
We see Fabrice there on the sideline, a doubles beast waiting to be unleashed later. And so, like, if you're the Ridge, you better keep building on this lead because that guy's coming in soon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm like, come on, Fabrice, jump in the singles as well, man. Throw in some serve and volley, but Noah Schachter's doing a great job of kind of steadying the ship as well.
69 apiece.
Wow.
Very different story from the earlier match between Team Rise and Team Smash. Much more competitive in the scoreline tonight.
If you're Claudio, you got to feel great because you already had Sam Nicholson coming in. He was +7. Yusuf is getting his plus-minus back up. You've got 2 great options, fresh legs that can come in. And right now, the Rips don't really seem to have an answer for the singles guys. Look at that, great ball, Yusuf.
If you're Coach Tori right now, he obviously mentioned just go deep middle, make it simple. What are you telling Noah Schachter?
I mean, the best way to stop bleeding is just don't give away much, right? So I'd be going, hey, middle, big margin, get a rhythm. Once you find the rhythm, 2 pointers and offense comes naturally. So you can see he's kind of going back and forth here. He's trying to find someone.
Oh, the serve is out. Well, you see they subbed there, and the server was already ready, so.
I'm surprised they didn't fight that one, actually.
No, I know. But I guess you're right. That's why they brought in the sub, John Chen, just to try to get more of a rhythm here, right? With the singles being 9-4.
I've seen something a little similar. I felt like Bolsova in the first bolt was a little off, and then she settled down. I thought Yusuf looked a little off, and then he came in there to start the second bolt. I thought he looked great right there. It's exactly what they needed, and now they're up 3.
And I think that speaks volumes of the coaching philosophy and experience from Claudio Pistolesi. Obviously, we know that he's been an incredible coach on the ATP and WTA side, but we mentioned how different this coaching style is, Nick.
Yeah, Claudio Pistolesi, he's definitely much more calm over there, calm and relaxed, but I think helps the team in some of these bigger moments. Ooh, how about that backhand? Now he's ripping the ball. That's the MVP from last year.
I don't understand it. I was going through all the stats like a nerd. We've talked about this. And he was in the bottom of almost everything. And I'm watching this, and it looks flawless. Yeah. Backhands on the rise, big targets, no mistakes. Look at that serve.
Has a lot to do with matchup. We mentioned how sometimes it just depends who you're playing. You could be playing some of your best tennis, but the matchup is not there. They can make you look like the worst player.
Also, I'm kind of watching Nicholson's forehand, and I feel like if you go in there with pace, he's got a big wind up there in the grip, right? So if guys go into that side with pace, that's when he can maybe struggle. The backhand's absolutely money. That was good D there on the forehand on the run by Nicholson. Just staying in the rally. Both players going big targets, not going for the line. Dude, the backhand is money.
Yeah, so clean, so flat. Not a lot can go wrong there. It's interesting in this format. I'm feeling it more now that I'm back in person again, but it's so difficult to stop momentum. Yep. Things go so fast. Points are just happening over and over. And yes, you have timeouts and substitutions, but you really can't slow it down too much. We're going to be done here in 2 hours, right? So you see this ridge, the men kind of making this wave, and the Rips are trying everything they can, but it's still kind of tilting that one direction.
I think you bring up a great point, because if you're on the ATP or WTA side, you do have that ability to, hey, I'm just going to take a towel break. I'm just going to walk a little bit slower in between points, give them a different look. But that's just not possible in this format. That's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah, and I think, I'm sure these guys in practice, day in and day out, are kind of playing some points like this, right? Yeah. Having that 14 seconds in between, because you don't want to wait till you come out to the match and then all of a sudden you have to rush. You need to practice this way as well, right? Because we're so used to the 25 seconds, normal in between points, now 14. I mean, your heart is just jumping out of your chest, and you have to find a way to somehow calm that intensity and that's in your body, yeah. Right?
I mean, if you're on the Pro Tour and you lose a set, you're going to drag your heels and go take a 15-minute bathroom break, right? I mean, we've already been through a bolt and a half where that happened. So you got to figure it out. You got to solve problems fast out here. Let's see if Shakhtar can get this back. We want to be even going to doubles. This is a great match so far.
That's not the serve that you want. Serve into the backhand slow like that, and the body backhand not out of the strike zone. I mean, he's got an unreal backhand return, Nicholson. So short and compact.
And that's what he did so well, just taking time away, getting a few steps inside the baseline, giving Shakhtar a different look.
That's good depth right there.
A little over 3 minutes left. You mentioned the fact that going into doubles, Stokey, they want to be in a position where it's quite even, because as we know, anything can happen on the doubles court. It happens so quick.
And again, I mentioned we got the beast over there on the sideline. Look at him. He's a giant. He's done so well. And like, this is what he's here for. This is why he got drafted. And so if you give him an even playing field, they come in about 0-0 score-wise. They're tied. I mean, he's feeling pretty confident. He thinks he's going to get his team a win and get him to 2-2.
Do you feel like that can also be a lot of pressure when you know that you have to perform in doubles?
Sure, but I think champions like that pressure. I want to be that guy. I want my whole team looking at me going, hey, when he comes in, it's a done deal.
It's the best feeling, yeah.
And I think that's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, Fabrice has won ATP titles, right? I mean, this isn't pressure to him. This is love for the game and wanting to win for your team.
Can we talk about that backhand real quickly, though? I mean, it's an absolute laser.
Even though he missed that, I'm like, I wouldn't want to hit one more ball to that backhand. We're looking at Fabrice Martin here. That's who we're talking about. He's ready to come in the doubles. He's itching.
And we see a substitution, last-minute substitution here with Youssef Rihani trying to accumulate some last-minute points here going into the doubles.
An there's a lot of NFL coaches that talk about the last 2 minutes of a half and the first 2 minutes of the next half. I feel that way with bolts too. Everyone's tired. There's been a lot going on. You got 2 minutes. All these points are going to add up. If the Ridge can build a little 5-7 point cushion, that's huge for dubs. Or maybe the Ribs get a little advantage, and then they can go from there.
A little slice and dice action from these two.
Wow. See, but that's the backhand once again. When he gets dragged into the corner on that backhand wing, he goes for a winner almost every time. It's like, hey, that's the one that Coach Torrey Hawkins is saying, just go middle, right? You don't have to go for an absolute scorcher winner. Just stay in the rally.
He's the exact opposite.
Again.
He's the opposite of Motosono.
Yeah.
Motosono's going to the corner and barely hitting it. He's just overplaying so much.
Because also he moves so well to his forehand side. Sometimes lefties don't move as well to their left. He actually moves well to his left. To the right is where he struggles to move to that backhand. So just stay in the rally there. Give yourself one more shot.
That backhand right now is a well of errors. Yusuf would be well served to stay over there to finish this bolt.
He tried to get it there.
Wanted to.
Last 40 seconds here. Ron Chin trying to get things even here. And Yusuf, he's trying to get some last-minute two-pointers. He's got such a huge game. He's doing such a great job of putting John Chin under pressure from the middle of the court, actually.
Yeah, the only weakness I've really seen tonight from Yusuf is that toss has been leaking in front. Feels like he's trying to hit topspin, but there's nowhere to go with it. I'll be curious to see if that keeps up in doubles. Or maybe if he's serving and volleying, maybe it's not as big of an issue.
Yeah, Yusuf, he started to find a rhythm as this match has gone along. And there it is, the Ridge, 22-17.
That's going to be the end of the men's singles bolts as we head on towards doubles actions.
Yeah, that was impressive from Yusuf at the very end. I mean, we mentioned how consistent he can be. You know, John, you mentioned that he's such a great player, knows when to play defense, when to play offense, and he sure did that. And we're going to take a look at Nicholson here. Nicholson, the MVP from last year. He's got a big forehand on him, but more importantly, the backhand goes through the court so well. Jasmine is down on the court with Nicholson. We're going to get a few words from him as well.
Yes, a great stretch of play from our MVP last year. Do you find yourself finding that rhythm?
Yeah, it's different this year, given not as much time on court, but mentally it's trying to come in your happy place. Coach was trying to get me to imagine I was the one playing when I'm waiting, and yeah, it's hard. It's all about rhythm, and we rely on it in tennis sometimes, and this really changes it up. So it's good practice. It's going to make us better to come onto real tennis immediately, just like that. So yeah, did my best.
And this one's a little close one. What is it going to take for you guys to pull away?
Doubles, obviously it's all that's left, but doubles. Got to stop giving up those 2 points. Yeah, doubles, just bring the energy to the very end. Still got 30 minutes left tonight, so.
Perfect, thank you. And you guys heard it here, doubles, doubles, doubles.
Thanks so much, Jasmine. Yes, we still have 30 minutes left of some doubles action when we get back to the intense tennis showdown between Ridge and the Ribs.
That can be a bit dicey when you're picking players in different rounds, and the different rounds have different salaries associated with them. It can be tough.
What they've done so far in their tennis career is what has kind of earned them that draft pick.
I think that all these players know what they're getting. In essence, they signed up for it willingly. They're compensated well enough that they will agree to it. So it's their choice, really, to be here, or they could have gone and done something else.
There's expectations. There's a contract. You're a professional. So just like with any contract you sign, I have expectations of you.
Like Nadal says, the only point that matters is the next point. You have no time for BS.
just go to the next point. If you want the point, you forget and get ready for the next. If you lose the point, you forget and get to the next.
My mindset's going to be the entire time, we're winning the championship. I'm not going to be preaching that all the time to the players because I don't want to create this pressure cook environment. But for me, every day that I step on the court, I'm looking at the championship team.
The 2025 Intense Champions, Team Atlanta.
We all want to win, right? This is the goal. So we all have to work towards that goal. You know, that's how I operate. I'm very like, you gotta want to be here, and if you don't.
If you get picked in that first round, you're looking at a $40,000 salary. In that second round, you're going to earn a base of $34,000. Third round, $28,000. In the fourth round, you'll earn $14,000. But you also have to think about the $30,000 that you can get at the end of the season just from prize winnings.
The purpose of the CEO is to develop the staff. So if you're a highly paid player, part of that role is going to be helping to develop younger players or players who need a little bit more out of their game.
And we're back to the Friday night matchup between the Ridge and the Rips, where it is the Ridge just up by 4 points as we head on over. And if you like tennis, we got another doubleheader tomorrow between the Freeze and the Altitude at 5 p.m., followed by the Fortune taking on the Outriders at 7. We're going into the doubles now. The women's doubles are starting things off here in this bolt. Samantha Alisea serving.
Yeah, I can already see the early move from Bolsova. Even though she missed that volley, that's going to get into the head a little bit of Chang and Montesano.
Now, once again, love going early to that down-the-line player. Just give him a look that I'm going to go here and just not give him that comfort level of that poaching ability.
And life's a lot easier for Sophie when she's making serves like this, right? Set her partner up at the net. You're not giving away freebies. I can see that confidence building. Please don't jinx her. Yes, sir. Unreturned serve, even the opposite.
But again, she's in a great rhythm, right? You feel like the toss is in the right spot. She's, you know, able to get her legs under it. It's not too low of a toss. Great leg drive.
That's on you.
That is on me. That is on me. Okay, you can blame me on that.
I stopped after that. Yeah. Great start, though. That's what you want. Ooh, gotta close with your feet there.
You gotta close with your feet, right? She just let the ball come to her. It was almost like she was waiting to see where they were gonna go and took her eye off the ball as well.
Got to as high as number 45 in the ITA ranking. Samantha Alisea knows how to play doubles, which is so important on this stage because you can be a great tennis player, but the skill set in doubles is very different. As we head on for a timeout here, let's take a quick listen to Coach Claudio.
Very good going close to the net. Very good serve. Very impressive. It's good that they get the timeout, so we breathe. We didn't use the timeout. Maybe if we need it, we do later. Keep hitting the ball very close. When she returns, you stay here. When the rally starts, you get closer. Then don't be afraid.
And once again, that calm sounding presence from Coach Claudio. Just keep working the point. Lots of tennis still to be played. Only a 8-point differential here between the Ridge and the Rips. As we continue to move things along here.
And I think Coach Hawkins can feel it slipping a little bit. I mean, obviously the women built that lead, but then we got the men, we got the doubles, they're down 8. He can sense it.
Yeah, I think he could sense that Alicia was a little bit down on herself, right? And he was like, hold on, let's chat about this. You're doing just fine. And for Bolsova, this is where her experience needs to help Alicia as well. And say, hey, just 1 point at a time. Let's keep moving. You see Bolsova, she's all over the net right now. And really making Monosono and Cheng have to think about where they're hitting that return.
That's such a good point, especially when you know that someone's not necessarily super confident with their serve. That's when you have to make a play as the doubles player. Excuse me, as the net player, just continuing to provide a presence to the opponents.
And we can already see that was a big timeout, right? We came out 3 quick ones, couple mistakes, nice move.
Yeah, Bolsova is absolutely taking over the net right now. She's got 41 points for the team out here tonight.
Yeah, she's honestly single-handedly why they're still in this.
Yeah.
She's individually about a +20.
And we have another timeout, this time from Team Ridge. Let's take a quick listen from Team Ridge.
Stretch the legs, stay low. When you go far, think also very high lob, because it's too far. If you are too far, they're going to kick your backhand. Yeah. So it was very good to go down the line. You almost were 2 points. But if it's too far, they have too much time to push, you know?
Yeah.
So have to remember that.
You got it. Hey, you got it. Let's go.
The biggest takeaway that I have noticed from these two coaches is just that positivity. Would you say that's the truth between these two?
Yeah, and you can see the body language of Tori. That's it. That's a happy man right there. He goes, I just called a great timeout. I kept us in there. He was cruising around. I love that. But yeah, he's got such a great vibe. And again, you want people being happy, energetic. Like you said, the energy had kind of dropped. He brought him right back.
And the matches are so fast. You have to stay positive, and you have to move on to the next one so fast. Oh. I like it, though. She went down the line because Bolsova's been poaching so much. So she was like, you know what, I'm going to go down the line. Even if I miss it, now it might make Bolsova think a little bit more at the net.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's a great lob. Hasn't been utilized too much. Hasn't had too many opportunities. But that was an interesting choice there from Alicia.
Well, I think maybe she didn't want to go with the normal lob and then hit it too short and then let them get 2 points, right? She's like, you know what? We'll just lose 1 point on this one.
You know, I've never written that down in the lesson plan. Let's work on the fadeaway overhead from behind the baseline.
Once again, Sophie Chang going down the line, just continuing to apply pressure to the net player. Alicia, she's double specialist, she's got those sharp net instincts.
This is right where we want to be, just a nail-biter, 2 teams fighting for their lives, trying to rise up in the standings. This is fantastic.
Obviously, we know that both of these teams are not coming in with the most confidence, but Bolsova going huge with that 2-pointer off that forehand.
Well, they're saying 1. Yeah, I think they're saying 1. Sophie said she tapped that, which she did. We could hear it.
Great sportsmanship there. Not a lot separating these two teams, Nick.
Yeah, as we were mentioning, I mean, both teams are 1 and 2, right? So if you lose this, you're 1 and 3. If you win this, you're 2 and 2, and you're tied for second place in your group. So this is a big match, and everyone knows how big this one is.
And with this format, I mean, imagine running that 100-yard dash, but you somehow made it a 5K, right? Like these people, they've been going, and I can start seeing the fatigue. You start seeing some serves here.
It's such a catch-22 because when the fatigue sets in, you start going for more, and that's when the errors accrue. But you also want to make balls, but then that allows for your opponents to go for the 2-pointers.
Oh, 2 doubles in a row there.
You mentioned fatigue. That has so much to do with the legs. If your legs are not driving, you're going to get those single faults.
Great forehand.
And it's interesting, you can see for both teams, they're kind of keeping the same lineup in. The Ridge might substitute, but you feel like for the Rips, they're keeping this same team. So if there is a little bit of fatigue, this is when you mic us up. What good hand. Let's go.
Unreal.
She's like, bring me that ball. Yeah. She's not worried about getting hit by the ball. She's like, I want the ball right here. You saw she was watching the net player all over it.
Are we sure she even saw that ball? That was just like a no-look.
She was on it.
Yeah,
so good.
You would love that. Sometimes you just got to put your racket out there, make a play.
Hey, exactly. If you hang in there, good things can happen. You can get some luck. Wow. Go at her again that second time, right?
Oh, man, but she backed up. That's what very surprising. I've seen Sophie Chan play so much on the WTA tour. She would always, after an approach, she's coming in.
Well, she hit that big forehand. She got the weaker volley, and she had that backhand that she could have ripped again right at the net player.
Right.
And she went to the baseliner, right? Oh, that's trouble.
Oh, she's got a racket on it, though.
Great touch.
Didn't want to give him two.
99-99. Let's go.
That's incredible.
Tight.
Both Ridge and Rips just staying the course, keeping things so close.
Oh, she took the racket back again with the legs. Close with the legs, take a shorter swing.
Big swing.
Bolsova
on top of that.
Hey, sometimes a little chaos over there causes the double fault.
You're like, wait a second, what are they doing over there?
Yeah.
Then you take your own eye off the ball.
You rush a little bit. You want to see if you can get that serve in faster.
This is what makes intense tennis so exciting, because it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Every single point matters, you guys.
Great hands. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, incredible depth there at the end. Amano Sono.
Sophie Chan taking her time here on her serve.
By the way, I'm looking at that scoreboard over there. You know, I see the Ridge, Motosono 27, Cheng 29, Rian 28, and then you got Bolsova with 46. I mean, she's just been crushing it tonight.
Coach Tori Hawkins did mention, do not look at the scoreboard, which is actually so interesting, because that's all I would be looking at. When I coached the Challenge Series last year, that's all I was looking at. At one point, I had to make myself look at my team.
You know, that forehand, just so many errors tonight. And there's been a few good ones, but I think when she started playing with more shape in singles, a couple faster ones came naturally.
Yep.
I'd like to see her get back to that right now, and then probably when she's playing in mix as well.
One thing that I've noticed is that even though it's 14 seconds, it really does feel like 10, because it's the moment that they call the ball out, it starts. You don't get a couple of seconds to kind of regroup.
Yeah, these players have been able to find, you know, a pretty good rhythm on the serve, though. You don't feel like they're really rushing too much. Everyone's kind of still going with their 2 or 3 bounces and still getting a good rhythm here.
Great serve.
So many players have talked about the fact that their serve percentage has actually improved when they do go on to that WTA and ATP side, because they've learned how to just consistently make serves throughout the season.
Yeah, second serves and pressure moments. I mean, that's huge.
Yep.
Playing with one serve is one of the best things you can drill in traditional tennis, and that's why I love Intense, because it takes good tennis and it just kind of amplifies it. This is a great format to improve in the game.
Yep.
Oh, great lob. Oh, no, wide.
And I love the play. I think it's a great change-up, especially when you're out of position. Don't want to leave your volley player open there for a 2-pointer.
Oh! You got to cover line. If you're going to serve wide, the net player has to cover line in this format. Don't give them that down-the-line return. That was incredible. Great shot.
All right, taking it to mixed here, or to men's with a 2-point lead.
That's incredible performance there. Not much separating these two, only 2 points difference. What did you guys see that you liked from that women's bowl?
Honestly, I think both teams are happy. I think both teams played well. They kept it close. And now we got Fabrice out, so I know the Rips are looking forward to that. But super close. Sophie played great tennis there. Looking forward to what's next.
We are here at Assembly. The Intense League has taken over.
We are back, baby!
What a defensive shot by Stipe.
Fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here. Oh my God! Red Panda!
Ooh, you a little nervous? You know, shaky mustachio, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Unbelievable atmosphere out here.
Fire it up! We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night. The Fortune, final point.
It's honestly the first time we played together, we killed it.
This was incredible.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis. Turned up!
Incredible atmosphere tonight. Only 2-point differential between the Ridge and the Rips. And the fourth member of our broadcasting team, Jasmine McCoy, is actually with ATP player standout Donald Young. Let's listen to them courtside.
Yes, I'm here with Donald Young, former professional tennis player. As a junior, you were ranked #1 in the world. And then, as she said, the career-high ATP singles rank at 38. I heard from a little birdie, this is your second time here, so I have to ask you, what do you think of Intense so far?
I love it. I think it has legs. It's so exciting. You can make noise. It's totally different from your normal tennis where you have to be quiet and you get nervous just watching. You can kind of influence the match quite a bit, so I like it a lot.
You know, I like that you said that because, you know, I was wondering what you would think of possibly playing in a format like this. Could you succeed?
I don't know. I have to work out a lot more than I do currently, but it looks fun. I would enjoy it. It might fit my game well. I like to play fast. It'd be fun.
And obviously, I have to ask you, what has been your favorite part after 2 times being in our studio?
I really like the popcorn a lot. No, I just like that. I like seeing the people hang out, have drinks. It's a lot of fun.
And I have to ask you, because you've inspired so many young players, I've even seen a couple of players come up to you as well. You know, what piece of advice would you give to them?
Just keep learning. Keep listening to your coaches. They know the best. They're the most important people in your life, and keep listening to them.
They're waiting on us. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you for game another time. Yeah, but 3rd time's the charm.
Well, it's so great to have Donald Young here, here on site with us. Donald Young, got up to career high 38 in the world. He's also played a lot of doubles with Fabrice Martin. They played a lot at World Team Tennis together for the Philadelphia Freedoms in the past. And wow, what an overhead that was. But yeah, Donald Young living here in Atlanta absolutely loves the Intense format. And look at this overhead. Stokey, well, are we teaching that? That's money.
Yeah, I mean, if we could pull that off. I mean, I think Fabrice just wanted to angle it a little bit more.
Yeah.
What a shot from Yusuf.
And here's Fabrice Martin. I mean, this guy has made the finals of Roland Garros with Jeremy Chardy. Just retired, actually, this year at the French Open. So just a few weeks ago, this guy called it quits and said, you know what? I want to get into Intense and have some fun.
I mean, in terms of experience, knowledge, and just doubles specialists, the Rips have got to be just sinking their teeth in the amount of wealth of knowledge that Martin has.
You would think he's like a second coach out there and practices with Tori, right? I mean, he's seen it all. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Great hands.
Yeah, you don't want to go hard at Fabrice. He's gonna get those back. I mean, we saw him not get the one overhead, but other than that, he's ready for the ball. And that's what we talked about in doubles. You got to want the ball at the net. Fabrice would definitely be able to help his partner, Shakhtar, here on serve.
He wants that one back. I know that. That's a great low return from Nicholson, though. I remember last year he struggled a bit in doubles, didn't actually play as much. So he might be the player they want to pick on, yep.
And that's what you want to do. You see how Fabrice kind of pinched the middle of the court there. He made his return, then he moved forward, got on top of the net. That is the key in Intense. Who can finish at the net? Who can try to get 2 points somehow?
Better get that serving. Yeah.
Fabrice still thought he was playing on tour 3 weeks ago. He had 25 seconds.
I was watching him there. He's like toweling off in between. Come on, man. It's a close match.
That's got to be, I think, the first time violation that we saw.
Now, is that one-hand return? Is that something that you picked up on the years? Is that usually a struggle for him?
Yeah, if you can get it up on his one-hand backhand, and also he likes to take that backhand down the line if he can. He doesn't naturally hit it inside out very well, but wow, good team there. What a volley.
It almost feels as though you're playing with such a smaller court because Martin is already on top of the ball before you even hit it.
And I feel like that's the biggest return that's great in doubles out of the I formation is go down the line. Make your opponent have to get to the spot. Especially when it's second serves, right? Because if you're coming out of the I, you got to get to that spot quickly. You can't just like fake and get over there. You got to move over there fast.
Also, just mentally, if you get passed a few times, you're not as inclined to go and poach and be aggressive because you are taking care of that line and kind of babysitting that one.
It's emotional trauma. Everyone remembers how many times they got beat down the line, but no one remembers all the cross courts.
Yeah.
Oh, you got him. That overhead. Get the 2 points. I thought Shakhtar was going to go on the overhead. You got to go off to the sidelines, right? If you go down the middle, they can tap it.
And it's just great awareness there from Fabrice Martin. That's not an easy shot to hit. That ball got a little bit away from him. Just a couple of points.
That's a great timeout, Claudio.
And it's going to be Team Ridge. Let's listen in to Team Ridge.
They go on you when you serve. So maybe you can serve it a bit harder.
Do you think that getting used to serving on the backhand, should we like go more body?
Yeah, maybe mix it up. Maybe mix it up. Sorry. Yeah. Mix it up. And then
yeah, mix up
I think
middle, backhand, middle, backhand.
You can return down the line a bit more because they move.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, and remember if you're in trouble, tap it away. Don't try to put it back.
That's why I told him no 2 points.
Yeah, but you did that, so doesn't matter.
Can I have water? Keep.
Francesco.
You got it.
Watch this. My son makes some
The atmosphere is absolutely electric here on this Friday night. Not a lot separating these two teams, but Coach Claudio Pistolesi had some good insight.
Yeah, I thought it was smart to, return down the line a little bit more as well. Try to make these guys get to the spot out of the I formation if that's what they're going to continue to play.
Oh. I actually thought it was also really cool that Gabriel Cucalon actually came in and actually said something to Sam Nicholson. Just maybe give him a different look, say something in a different way. A two-pointer there for Fabrice Martin.
2 points for Fab. Fab maybe not known for having the biggest forehand, but it doesn't matter if you can find the open space, and that's what he was able to find there.
Crafty veteran. And he looks a little more comfortable to me. I mean, watching him up close, this new format, like we said, he's all over the place. He's just meandering around the court.
You see that? He was standing on the other side. Just trying to get in their opponent's head a little bit. Oh, that's a good short ball. He's so smart when your opponent is that far back behind the baseline, hitting ground strokes. That little short volley.
Now,
so smart.
Fabrice is playing better, but it looks like we do need a full-time person to let him know where he needs to be and who's serving.
He needs his own assistant.
Yeah, that ball, he was so rushed. He let the clock run out. We need a dedicated Fabrice coach out there.
You guys mentioned, though, that he's starting to look a little bit more comfortable, especially with Noah Shakhtar. You guys will attest to this. Sometimes it takes months to actually acclimate to your partner. That takes time to cultivate.
Yeah, Shakhtar's been playing great. He's been hitting some big returns. Even though he missed that one, it's going to make his opponent think, hey, I can't just serve it into that forehand there. He's going to play big. That's one thing that Fabrice would do really well when he was playing some of his best tennis, with that chip backhand inside out and then come in and put a lot of pressure. That was impressive.
There's just been so many momentum shifts tonight. It's been incredible how quickly it has shifted from both teams.
There's that short slice. See, but that's where I mean, they won the point, but I still would like Shakhtar to then close the net. You know, when you have two at the net, build that wall, know where to go around. There's a huge forehand. They won the point, but I think I like it better close. And down the line, that's what Coach Claudio Pistolesi said. Return down the line.
Especially if you're serving and balling, you see that it just becomes so open there.
And a little miscommunication. It looked like they both went left there, right?
Yeah, miscommunication there between Fabrice and Shakhtar.
And this is where, as a doubles team, you in 14 seconds, you almost have to have these plays down before the arc even starts.
Yeah.
You don't really have time. Wow, what a volley.
Oh, what a volley. What an athlete, Fabrice Martin. Why did he retire? Go back on tour.
Incredible hands there, and that's why he got to the Roland Garros final a few years ago.
All right, here he is. He's meandering again. He's just walking around.
He's trying to get in his opponent's head, and Yusuf's head here. Oh, what a backhand return by Shakhtar.
He's taking that ball a little bit earlier. Love the intention with his feet after he hit the ball, wanting to come forward.
Yeah, he knew they were going to serve his backhand. He's been hitting so big off the forehand. Oh, bad luck. But great. You'll take it. You'll take it.
You needed that right now. I was just going to say the Ridge are probably going, man, we got smoked last week. We're looking at 1 and 3. The other team's playing great. The bench is kind of down. But a missed serve right after that is certainly not helpful.
I mean, look, it's only 6 points, right? This can turn so fast.
He's so out in front. He's so clean. It just jumps off his racket.
Yeah, the racket never goes behind his back for Fabrice Martin when he hits a volley. Picture perfect. Oh, that's a big hit by Yusuf.
The amount of pace that you have to be able to hit to cause a volley error for Fabrice Martin. It's got to be a lot of firepower.
3.
That's an impressive serve right there with that amount of, and a 2-pointer.
That's some veteran stuff right there. Absolutely no reaction. Going to the next point like nobody's business.
Well, it's kind of what Elmar said. You don't have time. The bench is who can get excited and bring you energy. You got to play. You got to get going with your partner.
And the bench was yelling at him, hurry up, hurry up. And he's like, no, I got this. Nicholson was like, hey, I was the MVP last year for a reason.
Right.
Short volley. Oh! Didn't want to stay in that hands rally. Bailed out.
How important is that short backswing as you're continuing to move forward?
I don't know how he must be so relaxed with his hand because he's out here. He moves his racket 2 inches, but it just goes flying. Either that or he's swinging his racket at like 25. Who knows? Could be. Great serve, Yusuf.
And I like it, even though he's taking big swings on that forehand. I like that, now they're serving there. They're like, hey, you're going to take big swings, but you made some mistakes there. We're not going to go to your backhand where we know you're more compact over there, Shakhtar. We're going to make you find the forehand.
And in the last 20, 25 minutes,
it went the forehand again and another shank there. So they're going forehands now when it matters most to Shakhtar.
And we just kept it within 5. It's been tied or within 5 here for the last 15, 20 minutes. I mean,
oh, that's incredible to be able to find that angle.
Can't get beat down the line there.
Fabrice wasn't ready.
Oh, no. We need the Fabrice coach.
Fabrice, you got to stay ready.
Again.
Hey, you're going again. You're going again.
They're serving again to you. Timeout.
That's a great call there. Look how quickly that turnaround was from Yusuf to utilize a 2-pointer and then go for another serve right here.
Isaac needs to be like the dedicated Fabrice coach, the inactive player.
Somebody.
Has to sit there. Yeah,
somebody.
Exactly.
Let's listen into Team Ridge.
Fantastic. Keep going.
And we're missing the return. Lock in. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
It's interesting because it's a much different timeout. Not a lot was said, but that has a lot to do with the scoreline.
Yeah, and I think, as we mentioned, I mean, Fabrice has got to remember if it's a 2-pointer and he's lost the return, they're going to serve it to him again, right? It's just understanding. I mean, we're now in their 4th match. I think everyone's got to know how it works. scoring-wise. And that's where the frustration was kicking in.
He got rattled there, and they went quick, which was smart, and they were able to rattle off 4 quick points.
And now they're heading to score.
You can see him, a little negativity. He's frustrated. He's got to get it back together. They're going to need him here.
Oh, that's 2-pointer.
Huge from Noah Schachter to get those 2 points and just continuing to keep it close. So important in this fast-paced environment.
Oh, wow. Actually thought the volley was going out, so he said, you know what? I want 2 points on this one.
And that's going to be the end of Vault 6. Some incredible doubles action from both Ridge and the Rips.
And it's electric in here. We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night.
It's honestly the first time we played together, we killed it.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis. Turned up.
Intense is brought to you by Emory Sports Medicine, official sports medicine provider of Intense. So let's take a quick look at the standings between the Rips and the Ridge, obviously coming in with one win and 2 losses. This is a must-win match for both teams because they're fighting for that playoff contention.
Yeah, trying to get the win here, trying to get the 2-2 and tie the Inferno and Outriders. Got to get up to the top 2 in the standings.
And Nick, we thought we might see Schachter to start here. He looked a little more comfortable. He's playing better at the end. I think this is a smart move from Coach Hawkins.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move. We will, I believe, see Fabrice, but I think it was good to let him kind of cool off. But Schachter's been playing some great tennis, especially on that forehand. He's been ripping the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that forehand set up the whole point, right? I mean, he went hard down the line on the return, then got the middle ball, and that allowed Bolsova to take over at the net.
Dude, she plays angry. She came in right in volleys, screaming at her team. I mean, that's the energy. Look at it. It's infectious. She's a pit bull, man.
Yeah, you can tell, and I like Schachter. He's very calm and relaxed out there, right? So you have Bolsova, she's the pit bull, and she's going to be on top of the net, and then Schachter is definitely the more calm of the two.
She's one of those players that you want on your team.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know, you don't want to be playing against her. You want to make sure that she's cheering you on.
I mean, look at this. Serving clinic by Schachter right now.
I mean, this is where every decision, every move, it's going to be magnified. They're playing for money. They're playing for playoff lives. It's a 1-point arc right now.
Oh. It's part of tennis.
Look,
You're going to get hit.
She's an
not
animal.
even phase. Yep.
I mean, that was going to be an absolute rifle of a forehand. Watch this thing.
It was a rip to the back.
I can excuse her missing a return after possible concussion.
She's like, take this.
Yeah.
Now it's Ridge who have taken the lead. I spoke too soon. We are 141 apiece.
And I was going to say a big reason why the Ridge are in this match is they've served a lot better on the women's side. I was thinking it, so that's also my fault. But they're getting tired. This is what's going to come down to simple plays and people at the net making courageous moves. also going to be interesting with one timeout left for each coach, how they want to use this, when they think it's getting away, or if they want to give their people a break or change momentum.
And also where you want to serve. I mean, if you're serving Yusuf's backhand, that is so steady. Also, if you're going to be serving the backhand of Shakhtar, you know, he's going to be making that one every time. So will they serve a bit more forehand? That's why he missed the serve. He almost didn't want to go to the backhand. He's like, he's going to make that return. We're going to be in a tough spot.
Yep.
I know it goes by so quick, but would you guys actually tell, if you're coaching these teams, would you actually say, hey, wait till there's 3 seconds left. Take your time until there's 3 seconds left and then serve, because I just feel like it's rushing a little bit too much.
I feel like you want to go in the server's rhythm. If the server's in a rhythm and they feel like they're ready to go, I'd say you go for it. Because I feel like Shakhtar's doing a good job. If you watch him serve, he's taking a deep breath before he even tosses the ball. He's really breathing nicely out there.
He's found that routine. That's so important. Making sure you have that flow.
This is just good tennis right now.
Yeah.
I mean, coming down to doubles, 2 points, money on the line, playoff positioning on the line, so good. This is what you want.
And that is not what you want.
But honestly, when I start to see that, I think Skart's issue. Because she has the double fault, the missed serves over the couple arcs before. She served great today, but why do you see a shank in the bottom of the net? That could be some memories coming back.
And also she, you know, is dealing with a little bit of injury, didn't play the last match, so you know, these are pressure moments.
Oh, that's huge. 2-pointer there from Noah Shakhtar. Interesting play there from Yusuf, actually moving around a little bit right before Bolsova hit the serve, trying to cause the fault there. Gets it.
And this is interesting. Are they going to keep it the same pairs the whole 10 minutes? Are we going to use a timeout?
I was just thinking about a substitution, Stokey. Who would you put in there?
Well, I've seen Sophie Chang just missing returns, double faults, volleys. I feel like you got to bring someone in, even if it's just for a couple minutes, and let her just kind of watch and then go back in.
AB hasn't hit a ball, so I don't even think you get a choice.
Yeah.
Oh!
The racket, what a shot. They can serve. He can serve. He can serve.
He didn't actually touch that ball. That was a 2-pointer. You can see right here, he was coming forward and just a bit slippery there.
I think Claudio's got to burn his last time out and figure out what pair he wants to go with. Even here off of 1 point, slow it down.
Yeah, he's got to burn a timeout at some point. I mean, it's been very quick. 18-7 right now in the mixed.
Let's see if she holds up here.
Oh, that's the second serve that actually lands on her side. So let's hear what Claudio has to say to Sophie.
It's like, I can't.
If you're tired, it's normal. You played a lot.
I don't know what to do. Like, do you want to put someone else in, or do you want to keep?
It's up to you. If you are too tired that you're gonna breathe and you have problem.
What do you think? Tell me.
Like, stay for 55 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Same one.
Okay.
After my serve, you tell me quickly. Because I'm serving after this.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go.
Come on.
Right.
Okay.
2 points.
Yeah.
No, I know.
No, right.
No, I know.
It's gonna come.
Okay.
When I'm serving.
So for me, when I hear that, and she says, hey, what do you want? You want to take me out? I go, oh,
yeah,
whatever I thought
100%.
before, I'm taking you out now because I can tell that you don't feel comfortable right now.
Yep.
Well, we've seen 2 serves that hit on her side before hitting the net. I mean, I think, you know, the nerves and injury and things like that, it's time to bring someone else in.
I'm actually quite surprised. Why would you even ask that question, right?
Well, it's a form of discomfort, but obviously you're not going to take yourself out. You're looking for it. But I think Yusuf said, I want to keep you in there because now he wants her at the net on his serve. He doesn't want her to serve again, but he said, when I serve again, I want you to do some damage. So let's see if she can get moved.
Once again, she has that presence at the net. You can see she is ready to jump up and make an impact. Oh. Okay, so there may be a substitution coming in here.
Probably after these return points.
Yep.
Yeah, before she surged.
Before she
he
surged.
said 55 seconds, which would be the 4-minute mark.
Interesting choice.
Again, you can see Claudio looking at Yusuf, asking if we want to switch. Yeah, Motosono, I think, just got the nod. There we go. What a tough
turnaround.
What a tough spot to come in. They go 4 minutes
100%.
left. Down 8. I got to come in and hit a serve. Honestly,
guys, what an amazing second serve that she put in there, Motosono. Deep in the box after standing on the sideline for like the last 6-7 minutes. Oh! Are you kidding me?
Incredible hands there from Yusuf Riani.
Guys,
that's the third serve she makes in a row.
The second serve for Motosono is bulletproof right here. She's got such great shape over the net on the second serve. That return might have gone out.
That was going out. Yeah, the timeout.
Wow. What a timeout, or what a change by Pristolesi.
Let me tell you what I need.
Coach Torrey.
I need mucho. I don't need any extra, and I don't need you to get mad and take it on the next point. You are playing great, right? You're playing better than great. You just got to stay in it and don't try to get back to one mistake. You're right there. Come on. You got this. Stay moving. Stay aggressive.
Hey, Noah!
I need you ready to jump in just in case.
So notice that he was actually talking to John Chin, was not talking to Fabrice Martin, the Roland Garros finalist.
That's what I was just getting ready to say as well. I was like, wait, do we speaking to Fabrice? But no, it was to John Chin to be ready to jump in if need be.
You can see the body language from Fabrice Martin is not pleased.
Well, I think he just wants a team win. They just want a team win. Whoever jumps in there doesn't really matter at this point.
Player,
Hey, no timeouts. We're just rolling. 3 straight minutes, 3-point gap.
Fiona Motosono, let's see. The serve.
Why miss wide?
Well, they were trying to serve to the forehand, and then she didn't want to put it right in the slot.
He's missed his last 2 forehands, right? We got to put that serve in play.
Motosono's like, give me some.
Go 1-pointer?
There's a 1-pointer, I think.
Yeah, he touched it.
No, yep.
Oh, here we go.
Huge shot going right to the middle.
All momentum going the Ridgeway right now.
Oh, that was going out. That return was going out, Nick.
Yeah, that return was going out. Motosono wasn't sure.
When in doubt, hit it, though.
That shot to the forehand.
Silva needed to be on top of that.
If I'm Shakhtar there, it doesn't need to be that big, right? Motosono hasn't shown that she can really make mini volleys at the moment. She's backing off the net. Make her play. Oh, are you kidding me?
Tied up.
Wow.
Just put his racket out, you guys. Just what he needed.
That's where Motosono's comfortable, right there. Oh, the shank winner. Are you kidding me?
Wow! Even Coach Claudio can't believe it. That was incredible.
Ridge have all the momentum, making all the moves.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay. If I was Coach Claudio, he was talking to her so much before that last serve, maybe giving her too many things to think about. She was on a roll. Just let her play.
This pairing has been like +10 together. They're playing great. Just let them ride.
Wow, you can feel the tension, right?
They're on their heels. They have the lead.
See Coach Claudio telling Yusuf to take his time.
See, this is where I'm going at Motosono at the net. I'm not letting Yusuf beat me here.
I just want to see the Rips step up here and be a little more aggressive. They look tentative, especially Shakhtar. Have confidence, pick a big target.
Yeah, they're not sure what they want to do, right? They're not sure where they want to hit the ball. Oh! Are you kidding me?
30 seconds left.
I mean, are you calling a timeout? Because time's just
no timeouts
down.
left. No timeouts. They're going to juice the clock. Another 5 seconds here. I mean, the Rips have to win this point.
Only 20 seconds left, you guys.
Need a volley.
He's going to go two. He's going to go for two. Got to go for two. Oh, you got to put that, like...
Hurry up!
All right, we need a 2-point. Oh, they're going to miss. Yeah, the Ridge are just going to miss this.
That's 1 point. And it is Team Ridge who get it done after an incredible number of momentum shifts. An incredible performance from Team Ridge. Coach Claudio Pistolesi, the most calmest coach, given unbelievable. That's unbelievable. A 1-point differential. This is the shot right here.
I mean, that was impressive stuff. But what a comeback that was by the Ridge.
That's just an incredible performance. And tonight's prize money is powered by Payment Labs. With tonight's win, $9,000 has been awarded to Team Ridge. What an incredible performance. So you can see that Coach Torrey is actually still unsure of what happened because Yusuf actually returned the serve, which is illegal, actually. He should not be touching the ball. So this is where Coach Torrey is not understanding the rule. Why did they lose the point and not do a replay of some sort? Because technically that is an illegal shot.
I get that, but if you save it too?
Yeah, so I mean, if you're...
The wrong guy hits
so
it,
like,
that doesn't count as two?
No, that counts as one.
That's what he's saying.
Because it's the wrong person returning. So it would be the same as if they accidentally switch sides and you serve to the wrong person. Like, as soon as he hits that ball, the point is dead. So that's why he did it.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, so even though the wrong player returned it, it's still a 1-pointer, not a 2-pointer, and the Ridge able to get the win. But wow, what a comeback from the Ridge.
And this is going to be the lock-in play from Yusuf Riani. Let's take a look at tonight's lock-in plays presented by Solaris.
Well, I think there's a little bit of a gap here where Fabrice Martin kind of lost track of the scoring system, where he lost 2 points on his return and then wasn't ready for the next serve. And it was like a 4 or 6 points right there that went quickly against them, and all of a sudden they were down in the score. And then that kind of just led into the whole finish of it, right? And I really felt like towards the end, the Ridge stayed calm when it mattered most.
Let's actually hear from the man himself. Jasmine is alongside Yusuf Riani courtside right now.
Riani, it came down to the final seconds. What did you see out there?
I love the way we competed. First of all, credit to Team Rips. They played unreal. They fought till the last second. Yeah, good luck to them for the rest of the season, unless they play us, of course. But yeah, I mean, last second, I saw we were up 2. I told Kiana to just stop playing, just touch the ball. Kind of like what Team Outriders did yesterday. So we got inspired by that. And I was like, you know what? 2 on the same side, we'll guarantee to touch the ball. Yeah, very happy for the bounce back after last week, especially. So proud of this team for bouncing back and responding the way we did today. It's just unbelievable. That's what I love about Intense.
And you were attacking that now. I have to say, I mean, I would be scared if I was up there. What's the message to the rest of the league?
I mean, the message is obviously to have fun, Before I come here to Intense, the season starts, I was so excited to have fun. Lose or win, just like today. If the outcome was different, I still had fun and the whole team had fun. And, that's what we're going to remember at the end of the season and after the season, that we had fun. We're not going to remember the win or the losses. So have fun as much as we can, and yeah, let's play good tennis.
Perfect. Guys, back to you. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Jasmine. And Yusuf, You had fun, and we had fun watching that match. Incredible performance there from the Ridge. When we come back, we'll wrap up tonight's matchup. What an absolute battle here at this Friday night at the Assembly Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, where Team Ridge were able to take down Team Rips by just 1 point. What did it come down to, Nick?
I mean, that was incredible there at the end. I mean, Yusuf was amazing. There's a reason why he was a second overall pick. He just took over the doubles match, took over the net. It was incredible from him.
And this is the final point, actually, that caused a bit of confusion, maybe a little bit of bending of the rules, where Yusuf actually returned the serve from Bosova, and you can see the entire team getting flustered about it. But as we found out, we discovered that it was totally fine for him to do that. He just lost the point, even though it was probably maybe a little bit bending the rules.
You got to use the rules to your advantage, right? Knowing what's happening, it's for money, right? This isn't a playground game. We're playing for real bucks, so you had to do it.
That's absolutely right. And this is a roundup of week 4. Tomorrow we have a double header that we're going to be looking at, but get back to some action here at the Intense Arena. Thanks for being with us today.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. Yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get